If you would like to be let down, discouraged, or have your ideas squashed or be put back in your place, go and tell all your business ideas to your friends and family. Not in all cases, but in many, many, many cases with many entrepreneurs that I have spoken to, they have found that when they have an idea of something that they want to do and they're really, really excited about it and they want to tell people about it and they go and tell their close circle of friends, or they go and tell their family, their parents, their siblings, or even their partner or significant other, that they have very quickly lost momentum and lost motivation, because unfortunately, in many cases, the people closest to you are not the most supportive or encouraging. Let me know if anyone can relate to this. I know it has been a part of my life story, so much so that when I have an idea these days, or for many years, that I'm really excited about, I don't tell anyone. I don't tell anyone. I literally just go and put it out there and test it. And Bree Stevens said yes, because they aren't always your ideal client. Exactly. In many cases, they are not your ideal client at all. They are not the person who wants or needs the service that you're offering. So they cannot possibly understand it because they just can't see it from the right perspective. So I was actually literally just texting a friend about this just now, and I said I should do a video about that or something, and he said yes, you should. So that's why I'm in here right now because we're encouraging each other's ideas rather than squashing them. So what I recommend, if you want to take action on more of your ideas, because what can happen is if you do have great ideas, you have things that you want to sell, or you have a big vision of the future, and then, you know, if you tell the wrong person and they question it or put it down or criticize it or just ignore it or whatever, it can actually really, really sabotage your progress and squash the idea completely. It might mean that you don't even go ahead with it, or you don't even do it, because now you're doubting yourself, now you're questioning yourself, now you feel maybe bad about yourself if you really did tell the wrong person. So ideally, what you want to do if you want to become, you know, more successful and take action on most of your ideas, is you need to have the right, like at least one person in your life, or even use this group if you want to. That's kind of why I created it, to encourage people, to help them grow, to have a space or to have an audience or to have someone that you can tell your ideas to, who isn't going to criticize them or pick them apart or question them. Maybe they'll question them in an I'm interested, tell me more kind of way. But does that make sense? Hopefully it does. Bree said, and they will project all of their own limiting beliefs onto you. Yes, absolutely. So that's why this happens, is because if you tell someone who either doesn't understand what you're doing, doesn't understand your offer, isn't interested in what it is, or even is just worried about you, like in some cases parents are just, in my case, parents are worried a lot about you, and so some people just automatically look for the worst possible thing anyway. Like some people's brains work like that. They can't see the positive or the return or the, you know, the best part of the future. They are glass half empty people, and they will always look for what's wrong with things. You don't want to tell your ideas to those people. You either want to have people in your life who will support you, and you can go, oh my God, I just had this idea, and they'll be like, yes, that's amazing, you should do it. Or you don't tell anyone and you just go and do it and then show people afterwards. Pick your strategy. If you don't have the cheerleader, you need to just do the thing or test the offer on the market anyway. So with Bree's thing about projecting all their own limiting beliefs onto you, that's a really good point too, because there's so many people that are not entrepreneurial, or that are, you know, stuck in their ego or in a negative part of life and thinking, and it's a bit sad. But those people, if they don't believe that something's possible for themselves, If they don't believe that they can do something, then they are not going to believe that anyone else can do it either. So a lot of the time when people are putting down your ideas or criticizing them on something, it's absolutely nothing to do with you and your ideas. It's all to do with what they believe is possible for themselves. So it's really important to not take that too personally. So I guess what I'm saying, or why I wanted to come in here, is that if you have an idea, you watching this right now, Just Mel said this is kind of my hubby. Yeah, it's a lot of people's hubbies or partners from my experience. It's a bit sad. If you have a really great idea, or if you want to do really great things with your life, really big things with your business, come into this group, post about it, tell us what you want to do, ask for feedback, get excited, celebrate yourself. If you don't have anyone else or anywhere else that you can go where you need a cheerleader or encouragement, I mean, I might question you about it, but in a place of getting you thinking strategically rather than questioning the validity or whatever about the offer, or whatever it is that you want to do. Or because I'm curious, I do ask a lot of questions because I'm a curious person. But yeah, if you don't have anyone who's going to encourage your ideas, I just wanted to say today, I would love to encourage your ideas. Hopefully other people in this group will also help you encourage your ideas. I want to raise the vibe in here. So if you have something that you want to do, that you're excited about, or maybe you just want to talk it out, maybe you're not 100% sure if you want to do it yet, but it's just an idea you're contemplating, post it in here. Let's have a chat about it. Let's look at it. And also if you, don't tell those people anymore. You know the ones. Or talk to someone positive about it before you share it with that person, if you do have to share it with that person. If it is, like, you know, sometimes you love your partner so much and they love you, but they just can't see things the same way that you do either, you know? So just because your significant other may not be encouraging of your ideas doesn't mean that they're not good ideas or that they're a bad person. It just means that they can't see it the same way as you. So you might need to present it to them in a way where they are going to understand it from their perspective, if that's an option as well. So yeah, come into Coffee with Carissa group. Share your ideas, celebrate and encourage other people's ideas if you see people asking for help, or etc., etc. And yeah, I would love to see more of that in here. So that was my intention for this video. If you have an idea and you're thinking about it, you're talking yourself out of it right now, I'm going to say, stop that. It's a good idea. You should go and do it. Or you should go and test it. See if it works. You have to test it with your ideal clients. You have to test it with the market, with the people who are actually interested in buying it or will actually benefit from it. If you have something that's going to add value to someone's life in some way, improve the way they feel about themselves, or solve a problem that someone has, you have a solution to someone's problem or pain, then you have to go and test it with those people and see if people will buy it and see if people are interested. Don't tell your mum. Okay, thanks guys. Have a great day. And yes, use this group for encouragement or support if and when you need it.